Okay. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Barakatah to the brother Yahushua. Yahweh Shem Yahushua to the sister. This is the ISUPK on the Command Junior Hunter style in 1 West 125th Street out in New York. This is the Memphis class. And today we're going to speak about how the UPK actually speaks. You know what I'm saying? Because if you listen to how the Christian church and the pastor speak, and you compare it to the way we speak, then you might feel like, you know what I'm saying, we're not speaking correctly, or we're going too far with it, or we're saying too much, or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into why we talk like we talk. Why the ISUPK talk like we talk? You know what I mean? Why we call the people that look like Joe Biden the devil? You know what I'm saying? Why do we call the other nation heathens? And why do we say that they're our enemies? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into some of that today. You know what I mean? Because it's important to know who you can trust and who you can't trust. You know what I'm saying? People can talk to you and persuade you to do things. You know what I'm saying? And we're not talking to persuade you to do anything. We let the Lord talk. We let the Bible talk. You know what I'm saying? We let the word of the Most High talk. You know what I'm saying? And if you hear the words of the Lord, then that means that you're his child. You know what I'm saying? Like Christ said, my sheep hear my voice. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? You ready? Most High in Christ. Let's get grab Mark chapter 1 verse 22 from my shot. Yeah, the book of Mark, chapter 1, verse 22. And we're gonna get into why the UPK teach like we teach, and why we talk like we talk and speak like we speak. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Speak a little loud when you read it.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 1, verse 22. And they were astonished at his doctrine, for he taught them as one that had authority, and not as the scribes.
So when you hear the UPK talk, you know what I'm saying, people be astonished at what we're saying. They astonished at our doctrine. You know what I'm saying? It's saying they were astonished at his doctrine because we don't follow the majority. We don't listen to, you know what I'm saying, the world. We don't follow the world. We don't do Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving and all that. You know what I'm saying? So they astonished with our doctrine. We're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to no Halloween party with the church. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't even make sense. So they're astonished at our doctrine because we're holy. We are separate from what they heard. You know what I'm saying? We're not speaking the same way. So they're astonished at what we're actually saying. Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 23. And there was a
go back to the start back at 22 again from slide.
And they were astonished at his doctrine, when he taught them as one that had authority.
So we teach as one that have authority because the Lord gave the authority, you know what I'm saying, on this earth to bring to the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And we speak with authority. Why we speak with authority? Because the Lord is with us. You know what I'm saying? We understand that we've been lied to. We understand all kind of things that's been going on. So we speak with authority because we have the truth. You know what I mean? I didn't talk with pastors that don't speak with authority at all. They know Christianity like the back of their hand, but they don't know the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They know certain scriptures that they can manipulate and make it say what they want, make it sound like it's agreeing with what they're saying, but it's not. So we coming with the authority. We speak with authority. You know what I'm saying? We'll tell a Christian pastor in his face that he's a liar. You know what I'm saying? He's a deceiver in his face because we had that authority. Go ahead.
It's not as described.
We not as described. Described is another word for leaders or our so-called black leaders. The Christian pastors is the so-called supposed to be black leaders in the community. Our Christian pastors, you know what I'm saying? They even go find rappers that want to act like they leaders now, just because they black or whatever, just because they got a lot of money. And black people listen to rappers. You know what I'm saying? They listen to famous people, but they don't have the authority. They don't speak with authority because they don't know they don't understand what the scripture's saying. You know what I'm saying? These scribes are exactly what we see today in the Christian church. They Christian pastors. They are liars. They doing it for their own gain. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way I can see an older lady walking to the bus stop, catching the bus to get to my church, and I pull up in a Rolls Royce or a BMW or the new Benz or the new Cadillac, and these people catching the bus. You know what I'm saying? These pastors have several cars, big houses, lots of money. Why you didn't buy a bus for the church? You know what I'm saying? Why aren't you taking care of the people like you should, right? So it's saying they were astonished at his doctrine. They are astonished because no one on earth ever spoke like this until the ISUPK started in 1969. You know what I'm saying? No one else on earth speak this and teach this. You know what I'm saying? Because they really don't have authority. You know what I'm saying? The authority they get or the people that put them in a position to speak are wicked. You know what I'm saying? The earth was given to the hands of the wicked. Captain brought that out yesterday. You know what I'm saying? We know who the wicked people are because we know who the earth was given to. We know who runs the earth, right? Okay, drop that and let's go to Proverbs 20:89. The UPK speaks with authority because we know the truth. You know what I mean? We know the lie and hypocrisy that's going on, I'm saying, amongst the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. When I say blacks, I mean the blacks, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Those are the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Those are the lost children of Israel. And right now we're speaking on how the UPK speak because to someone that just run across the video or run across them teaching on the street, they might think that, oh, they speaking, you know what I'm saying? What is they talking about? That's horrible. You know what I'm saying? What is they saying? You know what I'm saying? Did they call that white man a devil in his face like that? They wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? But UPK is not going to sit back and continue to let our people fall in these snares, you know what I'm saying, these traps. You know what I'm saying? We are not going to continue to let our people follow these heathens and these other nations to go against our God, the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and bring that out when you get it out. You can, if you want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9. He that turned away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer should be an abomination.
He that turn your ear from hearing the law, even your prayer should be an abomination. What does that mean? When you turn your ear away from hearing the law, what does that mean? Go ahead, young man.
It's saying like when the scriptures brought out and you turn away from doing, you hear the scriptures and it's saying like you turning away from hearing what God telling you to do.
Right. So if you turn your ear away from hearing the law, that means that you're not listening to, like you said, what the Most High says to do, right? So if I tell you, hey, the Most High say pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster is unclean to you, and that person turn his ear away from hearing me, then he's willingly, you know what I'm saying, he's willingly sinning, or he don't really believe you, or he don't want to believe you, or he don't want to hear it, you know what I'm saying, or it don't matter to him. You know what I'm saying? You turn your ear away from hearing the law. You know what I'm saying? Like, they shall not, commit adultery. You know what I mean? Even though this woman is attractive, and you noticing her and she noticing you, but if you find out she has a husband already, then you shouldn't engage with that woman. You should leave that woman alone because she has a husband and you don't want to commit adultery. But if you do it anyway, it's because they turn their ears away from hearing the law. You know what I'm saying? Let me get jump up to verse 1 from the Bible shop.
Verse 1.
Yeah, Proverbs 28, verse 1.
Proverbs, verse 28, verse 1. The wicked flee where no man pursue it, but the righteous are bold as a lion.
The wicked flee when no man pursue it. That means that when you bringing out this Lord, the word of the Most High, the wicked men and women, they will flee from what you're saying. They don't want to hear the laws of the Most High. The wicked flee because they can no longer be wicked around righteous men, and it goes, you know what I'm saying, ignored. The UPK is not going to ignore the wickedness that's happening to our people in this land, you know what I'm saying, on this earth. The UPK is not going to sit back and continue to let this cycle go on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? They are confederate with turning our sisters into whores. You know what I'm saying? Megan Thee Stallion shouldn't be a household name. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't. I shouldn't even know who she is. You know what I mean? I probably couldn't even point her out in the lineup because I don't really know who she is, but I heard her name, right? And it kind of threw me off because Megan Thee Stallion. The stallion means an uncastrated male horse. So, but anyway, but the wicked flee with no man pursue, but the righteous are bold as a lion. The righteous are bold as a lion because we have the Most High with us. You know what I'm saying? The righteous don't fear nobody but the Most High because he knows that only the Most High can, you know what I'm saying, determine if we live or die or not. You know what I'm saying? Only the Most High can do this. So why be afraid of man when the Most High is controlling everything? The Most High is control of everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, cause you know what I'm saying? The righteous stand bold as a lion because the righteous man is not worrying about the Lord taking them out. You know what I'm saying? Unwillingly, you know what I'm saying? But the wicked will die at any moment. You know what I'm saying? The wicked don't know when his time coming. You know what I mean? He's not worried about it. He don't have that fear. But the righteous bold as a lion. You know what I mean? You can imagine. You wouldn't believe how many pastors I didn't, you know what I'm saying, converse with. And after they get cut a couple times, you know what I'm saying, which when I say they get cut, that means when they bring out lies and I bring out a Bible that totally contradicts, I bring out a scripture that totally contradicts everything he said. After a while, he'll discredit the Bible. A pastor have discredited the Bible right in my face after what he was saying, you know what I'm saying, contradicts the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You start saying, well, you know, the Bible was tampered with, but you had a whole church out. You telling me that you believe this Bible is tampered with and you got a church and you teaching out of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but you know, like I said, the righteous stand bold as a lion. So like let me get Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9. You know what I mean? Because people are not used to strong men anymore. They used to effeminate men because the world wants our men to be effeminate. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to be men of the Lord. They, you know what I'm saying? They want us to follow them. That's why you got people like Lil Nas X and all the gangster rappers and all these people out here to push their agenda. You know what I'm saying? Their agenda is to make us effeminate. You know what I'm saying? Don't find out who we are. Don't follow the laws of the Most High. They want us to follow them. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know, because they know the more they get us to follow them, the longer it's going to take for our King, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who the word even calls Jesus Christ. It's going to take them longer to get back because we have to get ourselves right. And they have spent trillions of dollars just to keep us, you know what I'm saying, from knowing who we are. You know what I mean? That's why when people speak out and say things, you don't hear from them no more, or they take them off TV, or they do this or do that. But the ISUPK, we don't care what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is not going to allow them to do anything that He don't want them to do. You know what I'm saying? So let me get that Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show you how there's so many homosexuals, women, and you know what I'm saying, in the church, because this is what they do. This right here. You got it? Yeah, you got it?
Come on.
All right, go ahead, come on with it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that would not hear the law of the Lord.
So it says we are lying people, rebellious children that won't hear the law of the Lord. I mean, we hear everything else. You know what I'm saying? We hear the all the rappers. We know all the rappers' names, and you know what I'm saying. We know everything, but this is a rebellious people, which means that they're not gonna listen. You know what I'm saying? They're hard headed. They're stiff necked. They believe that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I do, I'm gonna be forgiven. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will forgive you for anything you do. They don't understand that it's a punishment behind everything. You know what I'm saying? We get rewarded for good works and evil works, right? You know what I'm saying? It said this is a rebellious people. Who is a rebellious people? The Israelites, right? Keep going.
Lying children.
Lying children. Keep going.
Children that would not hear the law of the Lord.
They refuse to hear the law of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Sisters feel like, you know what I'm saying, in the world feel like that they need their bodies to succeed in life. Or you know what I'm saying? Or just like back in the day when you seen singers on TV, you know what I'm saying, like Anita Baker and people like that, you didn't see them with their breasts hanging halfway out and they butt out, and you didn't see a Patti LaBelle like that and Whitney Houston. You didn't see them folks like that. But now you see a picture of them on their album cover, they damn near naked. I mean, what is you selling? You know what I'm saying? They know that, I guess, sex sells in a wicked place like this. You know what I mean? But if we was righteous and followed the law of the Lord, we wouldn't accept it. It wouldn't be no strip clubs because we wouldn't go in there. It wouldn't be nobody dancing. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be no men that want to go in there and see these whores, you know what I'm saying, parade around and they throw their hard-earned money to them. But we're in a wicked place that condone it, that promotes this. You know what I'm saying? They promote everything that's against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Like I said the other day, every time they come out with a sandwich, it got what on it? Bacon. You know what I'm saying? They promote what's gonna keep us in our condition that we're in right now. They promote it. You know what I'm saying? I done seen little babies put their hands on their knees and move their butt. Little babies. And they mama's, get it, girl. Ooh, look at her. Like, what kind of stuff is this, man? What kind of world are we living in? You know what I'm saying? Women teaching their daughters, if he ain't gonna give you nothing, don't mess with them. That's a whore. You know what I'm saying? This is the same thing them women out there on the corner, walking up and down the street, waiting on somebody to pull up, they feel the same way. If he ain't gonna give me nothing, I ain't gonna give me a car. They whores. You know what I'm saying? Let me get what you got that? You got the Isaiah for me? And the reason why, I'm going to tell you the reason why there's so many women in the Christian church and effeminate men, you know what I'm saying, and child molesters and homosexuals, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and read that for me, the book of Isaiah, chapter 30. We're going to read, no, go ahead. Well, go ahead. Go ahead and read the next verse. I like it. I'm tripping. Go ahead and read verse 10.
Verse 10. We say to the seers, see not.
So they say to the UPK, stop talking out. Don't see what's going on out here. Don't see that they promoting, you know what I'm saying, whoredom to our children, whoremongering to our children. They promoting, you know what I'm saying, violence and drugs and all this to our children. Don't say nothing. Don't see that. You know what I'm saying? Just leave it alone. Let it be. You ain't got to worry about it. Them ain't your children. You know what I'm saying? But they are my brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like the sister Winnie Richardson said, I believe the children not a preacher. You know what I'm saying? Teach them well and let them lead the way. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, it'll never depart from it. You know what I'm saying? So we are seeing this, what's going on. They tell us to see not. Keep going.
Into the prophets. Prophesy not unto us right things.
So they want the prophets to prophesy not right things to them. You know what I'm saying? This let me be. It's a way of life. I can live like this if I want to live like this. It's an alternative lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It ain't your business. But when you are a watchman and you are a man of the Lord, it is your business. You know what I'm saying? Because you were called to set it right. You know what I'm saying? You was called to speak against it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, that's why they killed Christ. Christ was healing people, feeding people, bringing people from the dead, turning water into wine. I know they like to think, they turned the water into wine. And we already know what happened to them, right? They killed him. So if they killed Christ for doing the things he's doing, why ain't nobody chasing these pastors out? Because they're not doing what Christ did. They doing what the world wants them to do. But they be like, oh yeah, all this drinking and all that, don't do that, don't do that, and don't do that. But then go in the back of their church and molest a child, or try to have sex with another man's woman, or another man. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't put nothing past anybody that don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. The only way somebody can love you is if they follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Okay, keep reading with that.
Prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceit.
So it says, speak unto us smooth things. And every time them people go into their church, every Sunday, their pastor is speaking smooth things. Your due season coming, bro. Drop a 20 in their bucket. You watch and see what happened to you. Your due season coming, so it's time. It's time for you to shine, sis. You know what I'm saying? Somebody say amen. I'm so glad y'all to say amen. You know what I'm saying? Your due season coming. You know what I'm saying? Plant a seed and grow a tree, bro. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? They want to hear the smooth thing. The Lord know what you're going through. He watching you. He see you. You're gonna make it out of there. Watch. You know what I'm saying? Turn the music on. You know what I'm saying? One with the big head little flower moving on their head. They jam. They can't wait, girl. Pastor, smooth thing. That pastor ain't telling the whore in the front row to close her leg. I'm tired of. I don't want to see that no more, sister. Go back to the back. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna tell that drug dealer, I don't want that money, brother. know what I'm saying? Stop selling drugs to the people outside. I don't want their money, but they want their money. They want their drug dealer money. They want the prostitute money, drug dealer money, whatever money they can fold. You know what I'm saying? Whatever money they can get to add to their collection, whatever they can get to help build whatever they want or buy whatever they want their money. You know what I'm saying? They're not like the UPK. They're not gonna say, brother, you can't sell drugs and be in this school lot. You know what I'm saying? You can't sell drugs and follow the Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's called witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Drugs are witchcraft. You know, drug dealers are witches, wizards or whatever, because they sell you something and it's like it's a potion. It does something to you. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna tell them whores down all them ones when they leave their strip club. All them wrinkled up balled up ones that smell like who knows what. Them pastors want them dollars. They're putting Febreze on them and earn them out. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna say, nah, sister, you can't be a hoe no more. The church said, come as you are. Right. UPK say, come as you are also. Well, you can't stay as you are. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bible say, you know what I'm saying? In a righteous man's house, it's gonna follow the Lord. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My house, it's gonna follow the Lord. Or I'm gonna have to have somebody gonna have to go their own way. You know what I'm saying? But they want to speak to them smooth things. Trooper get Matthew 10 and 16, bro. You know what I'm saying? But UPK is not with that. You know what I'm saying? UPK gonna cry loud and spare not, and we're gonna lift up our voice like a trumpet. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the scriptures say. You know what I'm saying? That's what the scriptures say. Cry loud and spare not. If I'm worrying about how my brother may feel about me telling him that he can't sleep with that whore anymore, then I probably wouldn't tell him. I probably let him go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? If my sister get mad when I tell her, you know what I'm saying, she can't be a whore anymore, I know she's gonna get mad at me. So I wouldn't tell her because I don't want to hurt her feelings because they want to hear smooth things. You know what I'm saying? We don't have smooth things for them to hear out. We got the truth of the Lord, whether you like it or not, whether you accept it, agree, don't agree, it don't matter. It's just coming from the Lord out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and read that when you get it out.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. By ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
Now that's heavy. So like, let me get that with you right quick. Go ahead and read that again. Right?
Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
He sent there for you sheep in the midst of wolves, right? What does that mean? I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. The sheep are the children of Israel, right? You would never hear the Bible refer to anyone as sheep, ever, but the Israelites. So we are as sheep in the midst of wolves. That means that we are harmless. You know what I'm saying? We are sheep. Sheep ain't got no way of protecting themselves. You might bite shit out of you, put your arm through it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody bites you, but that's not their way of defense. Sheep don't attack people and do nothing to them. They sheep. They really harmless, especially compared to a wolf. So he sent us forth as sheep in the midst of wolves, right? Keep going.
Be ye therefore wise as serpents.
Right. So we're gonna be wise as serpents. Does anybody know what being a wise as a serpent means? What you got, True?
Sorry, so I would say you gotta be like slick, like you gotta be able to maneuver, slide, be wiggle through shit, you know what I mean? Like,
right. Okay, what you got, sis?
Cunning.
Cunning. You know what I'm saying? Wise as a serpent. Okay. The first time I can remember serpent being named in the Bible was the serpent in God. And that serpent was a man, right? Because I hope nobody think it was a snake, dude. Y'all don't think anybody, you think it was a snake? Anybody think it was a snake? It wasn't a snake, snakes don't talk. But that serpent was wise enough to convince Eve to do something that the Most High told her not to do. Right? So it's like these serpents now, it's convincing us to do things the Most High tell us not to do. So we have to be wise because they use things to push their agenda, right? So we have to be just as wise as them. You know what I'm saying? Right? We got to outsmart them. We have to be smarter than them. You know what I mean? Because this serpent can't come and tell me, oh, bro, it's okay. She like you. Even though she got a husband at home. But she like you a lot. Nah. This serpent ain't going to tell me that because I know the law. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wiser than this serpent. You know what I'm saying? Because if I mess with that female and her husband killed me, you know what I'm saying? That wouldn't have been wise at all. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be just as wise as these. You got to be just as wise as the serpents are. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And harmless as doves.
And harmless as doves. Right? We're not here to hurt anyone. We don't condone violence against anyone. The Bible says live peacefully amongst all men. But when the time comes, it ain't gonna. I mean, when the time comes, that's a whole other story for them. But as of right now, we live peaceful amongst all men. We don't condone any violence against anybody. You know what I'm saying? We not Martin Luther King niggas either though.
Right.
We don't turn other cheek. You know what I'm saying? You have a right to defend yourself out. You know what I'm saying? But if a brother do something to you, I'm not telling you it's okay to do it back to him. Because we don't do evil for evil. You know what I'm saying? If a brother do something to you or offend you in a way, you know what I'm saying, you pull that brother to the side and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, that was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that was righteous what you did or not. And if you can't go to that brother, then you go to some other brothers and you tell them about it and then you come with, you know what I'm saying? So we have to be smart, you know what I'm saying? Because they are smart. They're using all kind of technologies and giveaways and money and everything. They just come be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? You get paid, you'll be rich. You see Megan. You know what I'm saying? Look at Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? You can be a successful whore in the realm. But what's going to be the outcome of it? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be as smart as these serpents and humble as a dove, right? And you know, give me a Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. We're going to be smart as serpents and humble as doves because we're smart enough to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? We're smart enough to follow the truth. We're smart enough to understand that you choose to follow the laws is life. You choose not to follow the laws that's death. Every day somebody died, and I guarantee you they was not following the law. You know what I'm saying? Every day somebody died, from little babies all the way up to elderly people. Somebody died. Nobody died. The Bible says a bird ain't gonna fly out the sky unless the Lord, you know what I'm saying, get a permission to. You know what I'm saying? So by us being smart as serpents and humble as doves, and we speaking with authority, and we speaking righteous and bold as a lion, they will get offended by that. They don't even want to talk to you anymore. They see you coming, you know what I'm saying? You weren't speaking them smooth things to them, you know what I'm saying? They will be mad at you actually. If you're not speaking smooth things to them. Go ahead and read the Galatians 4 and 16. Yeah, go ahead, shoot.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 16. I am therefore become your enemy, because I tell the truth.
Because I tell the truth, because the UPK tell the truth, they have made us their enemy. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't be a whore around the men of the Lord. They can't be a gangbanger around the men of the Lord. They can't be drug dealers or anything. And if I rebuke you, which means correct, if I correct you on what you're doing wrong, and they will get their spirit be confounded or convicted, and they will get mad at you out. You know what I'm saying? So it's read again out.
I am therefore become your enemy, because I tell you the truth.
So because we're telling the truth, the ISUPK is telling the truth according to this Bible, right? This Holy Bible, this separate Bible, this book is separate from any other book on this earth. And it's the only book on earth that got prophecies that actually came true. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? This is the only book that showed the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American their true nationality. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's other books that says it also, but this is the book. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't make every man a liar and let the Most High be the truth, right? So I've therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth. Why is that so? Anybody know how can I become somebody's enemy? I think I already gave it to you. But give me an example of that, somebody. How can I become your enemy if I tell you the truth? What kind of, go ahead. Because the truth hurts. You got some truth? Don't nobody want to hear what they're doing wrong, especially if they getting bread out of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to hear that celebrating Christmas is wrong. Right? Why not? Because they give presents. Man, you gonna mess our presents up, man. What you talking about? You told my daddy the Christmas ain't in the Bible? What? He talking about he ain't gonna buy it. We ain't getting up for Christmas no more. Man, I don't like that nigga. Damn, that nigga again, man. Come on, man. Close it up. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I can't even like the weed, man. This nigga, man. Who is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Who sent this nigga? You know what I'm saying? The Most High something. I'm Commander Junior Hunter. You know what I'm saying? So we become their enemies. You know what I'm saying? That's right. We become their enemies because we tell them the truth, right? You know what I'm saying? They're convicted. Their spirit is confounded. Damn, like you gonna tell me all this money I got, nigga? All this money I done made, you gonna tell me selling a little weed is wrong? You know what I'm saying? If I don't sell it to them, they're gonna get it anyway. That's wrong, guy.
Just hate.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I go. Give me Matthew 10 and 34. You know what I'm saying? Because the UPK didn't come to make peace with nobody. You know what I'm saying? We come to put the laws, statutes, and commandments back into the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans' lives, in their ears, and their heart, and their inner parts, and their mind. You know what I'm saying? All kind of crimes every crime against our own people would stop if we just obeyed the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. The world would change overnight. Our enemies, these other nations will go bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? If we start following these laws, because ain't no more Christmas money coming. All them turkeys and nasty hams they be selling, that's gonna stay on them shelves, and them heathens will have to eat that turkey. You know what I'm saying? Them heathens will have to. They killed all these turkeys for nothing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't buying no turkey. I like turkey. I ain't gonna cook it on that day though. I ain't gonna eat nothing on that day either. For real. You know what I'm saying? I remember the job, the slave I had was giving out turkeys. And I was like, I don't know about that. I don't think I want that turkey. So I called the brother. I'm like, "What's up, brother? What's up, brother?" Yeah, right. I was like, they giving out turkeys, so these some nice sized turkeys up in here.
Right.
Would I be wrong about accepting turkey?
Right.
I mean, I do work for 'em. I mean, I do live in slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like, cuz, like, I don't eat this turkey. You ain't gonna celebrate Thanksgiving with it, is you?
Right.
Like, I said, I'm gonna cook you motherfuckers. I'm finna cook this today.
Right.
When I cut that turkey, I cut the arms off of it, and the legs with the big part in the crock pot,
Right.
the little part in the pot.
Right.
I had some turkey that night,
That's right.
and they waiting on the 26th or whatever they waiting on. I had my turkey on the 18th.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not waiting on it.
Just
You know what I'm saying?
Thanksgiving.
That is horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible to go buy your son a new bike, put it up under this fake tree with lights on it, and make him wait for months, for weeks. He looking at this bike like, you don't even want to ride this bike no more.
Right.
Oh, I gotta wait an hour here to get this bike.
Right.
That is horrible. I got to wait. Nigga said Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus must have ran out of gas out. Santa Claus that never come and gave me nothing out. We didn't have no chimney. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's crazy. If anybody's still teaching that shit and Santa Claus and Easter bunny laying eggs, they are wicked people, man. They are wicked people, right? Let's go ahead and read that. I'm changing the subject a little taste, but we still on why the UPK speak like we speak. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, give me that Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. You got it, man? Come on with it.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I come to send peace unto the earth.
Think not that I come to send peace upon the earth. What does that mean? First of all, what does think not mean? I know y'all like, damn, you didn't think we dumb or here or something. You just said it, think not. That means don't even think about it. Don't even have it in your mind. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. But if you listen to these Christian pastors, you would think this little white boy with the blue eyes and blonde hair gonna come and give you a hug one day. Blow some bubbles on you or something. You know what I'm saying? Hugging with teddy bears and flowers and passing out peppermints or something. Lie. Christ said he did not come. Go and read it again out.
Think not that I come to send peace upon the earth.
Don't even think that I come to send peace upon this earth. Right? How can he was already here, right? And they killed him. He was bringing peace. I think this peace to turn water into wine. Personally, that's a good. You know what I'm saying? That's a good way to. All right, my brother got the wine, brother. I thought there was some water, brother. It's wine there. The water, brother. That's peaceful. My brother died in the room dead. The house I got made so can you? You brother, woke him back up. What's up, bro? Stay I ain't with mode up, brother. You know what I'm saying? Take the water, sir. That was peaceful. You know what I'm saying? Taking the bread and the fish and feeding all those people, that was peaceful. But what they do to them, they killed them. Go ahead and read that again out from the top.
Think not that I come to send peace upon the earth.
Keep going.
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
So they could have accepted their peace and came with it first. But they didn't want their peace. They wanted to kill him. Mm-hmm. Now he's coming with a sword. I never heard any Christian, period, say that Christ is coming with a sword. I never heard them touch on it or anything like that. Not they little sweet baby Jesus. You know what I'm saying? they don't know who they worship. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to worship Jesus anyway. Jesus is our King. We follow Christ. We worship the Father.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to get that straight, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what kind of person Christ was. Let's go a little further. Let me get Luke 19:27. Because according to the Christian church, Christ is coming back to blow some bubbles or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He coming back to hug everybody. He gonna forgive you for your sins and all this. He's just a nice person. You know what I'm saying? But he just said, don't even think he come to say peace on this earth, huh? Let's find out let's find out what kind of person, what kind of king we have. You know what I'm saying? You got it? Come on with it, right? Yeah, Luke 19:27. You got it? Come on with it.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 26.
Start 27. Right?
27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, but bring them here and slay them before me.
It's like it. It said, but those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them. Who are the enemies that this referring to right here? Go ahead, young man. Who the enemies are?
Everybody that did something to the nation of Israel.
Okay. You got something? Shoot. You raise your answers?
The Edomites.
The Edomites by name. I like the sister name by name. I like to hear sister name by name, the Edomites. Who else is Christ's enemy?
The Moabites.
The Moabites.
So everybody that choose that don't want the Most High to reign over them.
Right. Well, it's not everybody that don't want the Most High to reign over, or don't want Christ to reign over, because some of us don't want Christ to reign over. When I say us, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not talking about the UPK, but us as a whole. You know what I'm saying? We don't separate from our people. Then when I say we do this and we still doing that, you know we're not doing it, but it's still being done, right? So his enemies, to put it out in a nutshell, who Christ's enemies is, anybody that's not an Israelite. And anybody that's an Israelite that's going against Christ. You know what I'm saying? Or persecuting his people. You know what I'm saying? Or join themselves with the heathens of the other nations. Those are enemies too. You know what I'm saying? But those enemies, we can bring them back, maybe, you know what I'm saying, to remembrance of who they was, right? You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead and read that again, I should like it.
But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them.
Okay, so the enemies that's not going to let Christ reign over them. The sister said the Edomites, because I can see an old white lady fainting right now when she see Christ is a nigga. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Christ is a nigga? John, you hear this, John? That Christ is a nigga. You shouldn't have did them niggas like that, John. I'm scared, John. We've been doing these people like this all this time, and Christ is a nigga too? What? They are gonna, I can't even say that, with a brick. You know what I'm talking about? They're gonna boo-boo a brick when they find out that Christ are kin to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, and they are our, and he is our king. And when they say their prayer, When they say their prayer, they don't have no business saying their prayer.
Right.
When they say their prayer, that prayer means it's going down on y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We say that prayer all the time. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, until thy kingdom come. Lord, until the kingdom come, and that's a nigga? Damn. So the kingdom of niggas coming on earth and do as it is in heaven? It's a nigga heaven. What? I seen the video, it's funny shit. I mean, it's funny as hell. The little boy, I think the little boy had, something happened to the little Edomite boy, and he was in a coma or whatever, and he woke up like after 3 days or something, and he said he seen Jesus. And his father is a Ku Klux Klan member, the leader or something like that. And he woke up and said that it's a nigger heaven. A little white boy. You probably can put it up on YouTube right now. A boy dies for 3 days or in a coma for 3 days or something like that. And wake up and say it's a nigga heaven, and they was asking no question. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this little Edomite was telling the truth or whatnot, but you know, it's true according to this Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know what he really saw or what he, you know what I'm saying? But according to this Bible, it is a nigga heaven. When I say nigga, I mean the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, right? Because they gonna regret calling us nigga. We ain't gonna ever forget that. I can see me in the kingdom. They call me a nigga now. Nigga. Y'all the new niggas.
That's right, the new nigga.
Yeah, y'all the new niggas now. Shut up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This little boy said Jesus is a nigga. And the angels, they were playing basketball and the white people that were there was serving the niggas. The Ku Klux Klan man said, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened to him to make him wake up and talk about a nigga heaven. You hear me? That was funny as hell, man. But they think Christ is some softy, man. Okay, give me you got the Luke 19:27. Truth, come on with you.
But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring here and slay them before me.
And do what?
And slay them before me.
Bring them here and slay them before me. I just reading that Bible out. There's Christ talking then, ain't it? Come on one more time. Salaki.
Bring here and slay them
and
before
slay
me.
them. They sweet baby Jesus telling to bring his enemies here and slay them before me. I want to see you slay them. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Christ came for everybody, who are these people? Why is he slaying anybody? All you gotta do is believe. Have faith with the grace. They have no idea what the hell they talking about. Let's go. Do anybody know what grace means? Anybody? Grace? Okay. Like say, grace is as simple as hell. You know what I'm saying? Grace just means a time period. We have grace. We got time to get it right. When you get that job, you got to be there at 7 o'clock. They may or may not have a grace period. If you get here at 7:04, you clock in before 7:04, we're not going to consider you late. There was the grace period. You get here at 7:05, you late, we want to take a point for it. That's a grace period. That's a time period. That's all it is. But I'm under grace. What the hell does that mean? You under grace. You have a grace period to get your stuff together. And if that grace period run out, is when you die. And if you don't get your stuff together before you die, then you ran out of grace, I guess. Shit, like it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? No more grace for you? Right, you hear me? You ran out of grace. Grace is a time period. I know you know what holy means. Holy. What is it? To be separate. Holy is to be separate. When I started following these laws, statutes, and commandments, and I ain't want to eat pork and celebrate birthdays and all that, they said, you think you holier than thou. I am holier than thou. I'm holier than you. You finna do what half of the world finna do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm set apart from what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? If somebody bombed the Christmas party every year, I never die from that bomb. Why? Because I ain't going to the Christmas party.
Don't worry about that, though.
You hear me? If somebody dies at every somebody die every day. But if somebody had to die every time somebody celebrated a birthday, I would never die. Why? I ain't gonna celebrate no birthday. I ain't gonna tell you happy birthday or none of that. Only thing I feel my birthday is for is just to keep up how old I am. That's it. And I don't even see the purpose for that. Nigga, you getting old, you old enough to you old, what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A birthday. I never had a good birthday. I never said, dang, I can't wait till next year, right? Do this again. Why? Because my parents were poor. And my birthday came on the 20th. That's a long way from the first hour. That's a long way from the first. Niggas' birthdays on the second and third, and they party down. We got cake and everything going on. 20 come. I ain't got no damn cake, none of that. Hey, man, you better take these $20 and go, you know what I'm saying, make it the best. You do what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Have all the fun you can have with this $20. Sometimes it might be 10. Sometimes it don't be nothing out. Hell with a birthday out. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to honor your mother and your father. What is you celebrating your birthday for? You ain't had nothing to do with you being born on that day. You should thank your father for talking to your mother in the Kingdom song. You know what I'm saying? You should honor your mother and your father and your mother, not yourself. You know what I'm saying? On your birthday, you become a God for a day. That's why people give you things, money. You know what I'm saying? They might cook for you. Your lady friend might do something special tonight. Why not do this every day?
For that day.
Yeah, just this day. Why not do it all the time? Because you want something special this night here, she do that. What? It ain't your birthday. Like, damn. It gotta be my birthday. That is wicked as hell. Like. I'm looking at the counter. What the damn? I got 4 more months. Damn. Man, to hell with a birthday. My son, I asked my son, I got 17-year-old twin boys. And I asked them, do y'all want to celebrate y'all birthday and Christmas, or do y'all want me to give y'all something every time I feel like it, or anytime I feel like it, or any given moment? They were like, anytime. Because you're going to be a damn fool waiting for me to give you something 2 times every year. What if I give you one shoe this day and this on your birthday and give the other shoe Christmas? Right. And you can wear a pair of shoes now. Yeah. So But let's get into this. Let's get into Yahweh Shai Mashiach, the King of Israel, the King of the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Let's read about him a little bit. Go to Matthew 21, and we're gonna read verse. We're gonna start at verse 12. So Yahweh Shai said, "Man, bring them enemies here that ain't gonna let me rule over them, or refuse to let me reign over them. We gonna kill them all." That means that Donald Trump's children will have to bow down to a nigga one day. You know what I'm saying? They bow down to the greatest man that ever walked the face of this earth. And if they refuse to bow down to him, their head might roll down the block. You know what I'm saying? They did all kind of stuff to us. You know what I'm saying? They did all kind of things. And if anybody say you niggas wicked, okay, you say we wicked, then who we learning from? Who was our example? Who set us the example to be wicked and gangsters and whores and pimps and prostitutes? Who set the example? The enemy, right? You got that? You got it? Come on with it. Come on with it, young man.
Matthew chapter 21, verse 12. And Yahweh went into the temple of God and cast out them that sold and bought in the temple and over.
So like where you at?
Said Matthew 21, 12.
Kind. So okay, why you get there? This is a story about how, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna let you read it. You know what I'm saying?
Matthew chapter 21, verse 12. And Yahweh went into the temple of God and cast out all them that sold and bought in the temple.
So Yahweh, who the word even called Jesus Christ, went into the temple of the Most High and cast them out that sold and bought in the temple, right? Keep going.
And overthrew the tables of the money changer.
He did what?
Overthrew the tables of the money changer.
He overthrew the tables of the money changers. So imagine they changed the money, they table, got the little money over here and over there. And Christ, Yahweh, the King of Israel, you know what I'm saying? The most powerful man that ever walked the face of this earth. Turned their table over lot. So like I be want to say things like that, I don't want to say it, but they think this is a soft white boy, pretty eyes and straight curly locks. And he just want her to fly. Yahweh went in the temple and turned the table over the money changers. Keep going.
In the seats of them that sold doves.
And the seats of them that sold doves. So why they trying to make us think that Christ is just this little nice white boy? Christ is a big badass nigga, man. Christ is a cold and bad nigga, man. You hear me? The baddest nigga you could think of, Christ probably whoop his ass right now. You know what I'm saying? Should like you for making that analysis, because they brothers. But the baddest heathen or Edomite or anybody you think of is not a match for Christ. You hear me? Christ is not no soft nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine this big nigga coming, man. What y'all doing here, man? Get out of here, nigga. Chuck. They ain't say he was weak nobody. He by himself. They ain't even trying. They ain't trying. They like, all right, you got it, brother. You got it. Yeah, I know it. Say up out of here, boy. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, keep reading 13.
Verse 13. And he said unto them, as it is written, my house should be called the house of prayer, but ye have made it into a den of thieves. Because,
okay, it said, it is written, my house shall be called the house of prayer. This synagogue, or you know what I'm saying, what do they call it, the temple, it's made for worshiping the Most High. It's not made to post up with your little dove and your little bracelets you done made out of little rocks and pebbles, and you put thread through them, and you trying to sell them for $1 or something. You know what I'm saying? It ain't made for your gain. You know what I'm saying? It said, but ye have made it a den of thieves. Why would he call it a den of thieves? Because Christ knew that they wasn't serving the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Christ knew that their whole purpose of being there was to get money. You know what I'm saying? This is a house of prayer. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to come here and sell your stolen merchandise or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and drop in and let's get Matthew 26. Matthew chapter 26. True. We're going to start at 49. Because they have lied to us about the greatest man that ever walked the face of this earth. Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. They didn't lie. You know what I'm saying? I think if I seen Christ walking down the street, I'd be like, what's up, my brother? You know what I'm saying? However, but if I wasn't serving the Lord, I'd get the hell away from that nigga. Cause man, I can imagine just how, you know what I'm saying, how he was though. Cause this got to be the baddest man that ever walked the face of this earth, right? For real. Come on with it. You got that?
Matthew 26, 49,
Con.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 49. And forthwith he came to Yahushua and said, Hail, Master, and he kissed him.
Right, so before any other Christian, you know what I'm saying, people get the little gay thoughts in their head, kissing them is like saluting them or greeting them. You know what I'm saying? The word kiss in America means some intimacy, but this is not what this means. They just greet them like we greet each other. That's the whole kiss. Bam, bam, bam. But you see, they been turning gay, and when they go over there, they'll kiss each other on the side of the jaw. Where did he get that from? Y'all men, you know what I'm saying? So he gave them a kiss. He saluted them. Keep going.
And Jesus said to him, Friend, wherefore art thou come?
Right.
Then came they and laid hands on Yahushua and took him.
Right. Keep going. So, hold on. So, it says, Jesus said unto them, Friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Jesus, Yahushua, and took him. Right? Okay, I think I want to put this in content, right? Jump up to 47. And we're gonna kind of put this in, you know what I'm saying, put this in a better, you know what I'm saying, perspective. You know what I'm saying?
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 47. And while he yet spoke, lo, Judas, one of the 12, came, and with great multitude, with swords and staves, from the chief priests and elders of the people. Now
so Judas, you know what I'm saying, one of the 12, we all know who Judas is, right? He came with a great multitude with swords, you know what I'm saying, and staves from the chief priests and elders of the people, right? So they came with swords. Judas is going to tell them who Christ was. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been hearing about him. They haven't probably met him. They don't know if they see him. And his disciples probably look a lot like him. They don't know which one of them it is. They dress the same. You know what I'm saying? They on one accord. You know what I'm saying? Like today, if you go through UPK, I do it myself. If you see some of them brothers, I can see a video and be like, damn, it's me. I'm like, nah, that ain't me. Yeah, I can see pictures of brothers. They be like, is that me? I wasn't in New York. These brothers, we look alike, brother, because we keep the laws. We have beards. Some brothers will grow their beard, some brothers keep it low, but we have beards. So a brother that got a beard like me, and you know what I'm saying, this brother, we look alike. We even smell alike. You know what I'm saying? That frankincense and myrrh, I didn't know what frankincense and myrrh was when I went to the Passover. Right. The Passover in 19. I didn't know what frankincense and myrrh was. But when I came home, I was still smelling it. And I was like, man, this smell, I was like, man, this the Lord with me or something? Like, what? This smell is just, and I had realized that Officer Tyler Dockett always wore frankincense and myrrh. Cap wore frankincense and myrrh. So I'm wondering, like, where did this smell coming from? I thought it was, I don't know what the hell I thought it was, but I thought I was, you know what I'm saying, being ordained or something again. I'm like, you spare the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, frankincense and myrrh is the Lord's favorite thing, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but what was that like? Okay, so Judas coming with the multitude of the scribes, it's like of the priests and the elders of the people, right? Go ahead, 48.
48. Now he that betrayed him gave them a sign, saying, whomever I shall kiss, the same as he, hold him fast.
Okay, so Judas said, I'm going to show you who Christ is. Whichever one of these brothers I walk up and kiss or salute them, you know what I'm saying? That's the one. You grab him, right? So just what it is. Okay, keep going.
49. And forthwith he came to Yahushua and said, Hail, Master, and kissed him.
Okay. So once he said, Hail, Master, and kissed him, he showed them the sign of who Christ was, right? Keep going.
50. And Yahushua said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come from? Then came they, and they laid hands on Yahushua, and they took him.
So Christ knew this already. Christ knew Judas was going to do this already. Judas came and saluted him. He's like, friend, what's up? Where you come from?
Right.
What thou come? What's going on? Okay, and start back right there after the question mark.
Then they came, and they laid hands on Yahushua, and they took him.
So then came they and laid hands on Yahushua and took him, right? Keep going.
And behold, one of them that was with Yahushua, he stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck the servant of the high priest and smote off his ear.
So hold on. You got to be a bad nigga to pull out your sword and cut a nigga ear off. You got to be a bad nigga for this nigga to even hang around you.
Right.
Christ was a man, you know what I'm saying? Christ was an outstanding brother, but he didn't play by his father and following these laws, right? So Judas, with these priests, with these swords and all this him coming, and told them who Christ was, and they grabbed Christ. Right?
Right.
Who was that stretched out his hand? I want to know what brother that was. Well, it don't say, so we ain't gonna worry about that. It say, and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear. Right? Cut the ear off. You probably wasn't listening to him, so. And listen when he say leave him alone. You know, yeah, you can hear you can't hear me now. Can you hear me now? How about that, right? Come on, go ahead. Verse 52.
52. Then said Yahushua unto him, Put up again thy sword into his place, for all that they take sword shall perish with the sword.
Okay, so he said, put up again thy sword into his place. I mean, put that sword up, all right? You ain't got to do that, man. You cut the nigga out, bro. Yeah, you all right. Put the sword up, all right? You know what I'm saying? He put it back, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he told them, for all that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Give me another way of saying what he just said. Anybody?
If you live by the sword, you'll die by the sword.
Live by a sword, you die by a sword. Give us a hand. If you live by the sword, you're gonna die by the sword, right? You know what I'm saying? And we all know who live by the sword on this earth today. You know what I'm saying? We all know who does that. Not they ain't the only one, but they got the biggest swords. They got nuclear bombs and rockets and they even got us toting these swords for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they are our enemy, right? But we ain't gonna get off subject. Okay, it say, you know what I'm saying? It say for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Okay, keep going.
Verse 53. Thinkest thou that I cannot pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels?
It said, thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? Man, anybody know what a legion is? Come on, look it up. You know, we got to look it up, man. Look it up. What is it?
Would it be an army? 12 army angels?
A legion is kind of close. And anybody else? A legion. What you got? What you got, True?
I mean, just many.
Many.
Yeah. You can't number many.
Many. You know what I'm saying? A legion of angels.
But
Right?
many.
You say, you know what I'm saying? His father said give him 12 legions of angels. So that could mean 12 million, 12 billion. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, out. 54.
54. But how then shall the scriptures be fulfilled? That thus it must be.
Right?
Okay. 55, sir.
Yeah, come on with it.
55. And in that same hour said Yahushua to the multitudes, are ye come out against a thief with swords and staves for to take me? I sat daily with you teaching in the temple, and you laid no hold on me.
So it said, in that same hour, said Jesus to the multitude, you know what I'm saying, Yahushua in the Hebrew, are ye come out as against a thief with swords and staves for to take me? You know what I'm saying? So Christ like, that's how y'all coming? Y'all got swords and like y'all finna do something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all run up on me like that, huh? Like I'm a thief or something? Like I done did wrong? This how y'all coming at me? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
56. But all this was done, that the scripture of the prophets might be fulfilled. Then all the disciples forsook him and fled.
So like, let me go back to 55 right quick. So I said daily with you teaching in the temple, and ye laid no hold on me. Right. So what's different now? You see me every day. I've been teaching you in the temple. You ain't messing with me then. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Go ahead and read 56.
But all this was done that the scriptures of the prophets might be fulfilled.
Okay, keep going.
Then all the disciples forsook him and they fled.
Okay, keep going.
And they that had laid hold on Yahushua led him away. Caiaphas, the high priest, where the scribes and the elders were assembled, but Peter followed him afar into the high priest's palace, and he went in and sat with the servants to see the end.
Okay, so they came and got Yahushua, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to put him to death, you know what I'm saying? Peter followed him, you know what I'm saying? people followed him all the way to wherever they were taking his brother to, you know what I'm saying? And he wanted to see what was going to happen, you know what I'm saying? Right, so I'm just kind of touching on the kind of person Christ is, because they teach us that he's just a soft white boy that somehow the only white boy I ever seen love niggas so much. You know what I'm saying? He in my grandma's house, you know what I'm saying, on the wall. Well, she passed when he was in there. He probably ain't in nothing else to like it. But you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and read, go to Psalms 137. And we're going to start at 8. Because we have to know who our king is. You know what I'm saying? This reminds me of the movie they tried to make us feel like we was Africans all over again. The Panther movie, when they kicked through there, they like, this your king? When Abishai return, it's gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? And all these nations that thought they was somebody that really wasn't, and did the children of Israel wrong, they will pay for it dearly. You know what I'm saying? But why do we speak like that? Why do we speak? You know, a lot of people say, y'all teaching hate. You know what I'm saying? Was it hate when it was, is it hate now that, you know what I'm saying, the so-called white man pushing drugs and guns and promote prostitution and, you know what I'm saying, all these, Shalaki, I forgot all about the abortions. How can I forget about the abortion, God? Lord have mercy. I don't even know what the number is now. You know what I'm saying? So many millions and millions of our people have died through abortions. You know what I'm saying? The same thing they were doing in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? When they was killing the boys because they know the male is what keeps the seed going. You know what I'm saying? You can take an Israelite woman like Bob Marley, mother, and make her Edomite baby out of it. Bob Marley is not one of us. None of his children is. You know what I'm saying? They are Edomites. Why you think you see white girls walking down the street with a Bob Marley shirt on? I hardly ever see him with a Malcolm X shirt on. Not even Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King said he wanted to see little black girls and little white girls and little black boys hold hand in the palm and sing old Negro spiritual. Martin Luther King had them white folks messed up. Join with the white folks, hand in hand. Y'all know who killed them, right? The white people. The Lord said, gather yourselves together. He don't say gather together with the others. If the Lord wants us to be all in one melting pot, we want to be different. You know what I'm saying? We want to be made different. We want to look different. We want to talk different. He separated us on purpose. He severed us. Severed. You know what severed means? It means more than just separate. It means violently. That nigga was severed off. They ain't just taking and, I mean, this gonna hurt a little bit out. It's off now. No, they want to cloud. Slide. Get down about that. They severed the nation. But Babylon is back. Babylon is back and bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? The daughter of Babylon. Why is it the daughter of Babylon? Anybody? Okay, but you know what I'm saying? It's it's the daughter of Babylon because Babylon was first, right? And then it came second. And Babylon helped birth this America, right? If the mother is a whore or the father is a drug dealer and they teach their daughter, their son, they're gonna be a bigger whore and a bigger drug dealer than their father. Because their mother probably learned how to be a whore on her own. His father learned how to be a drug dealer. He had to go out in the street But if you got this in your house, at home, where you sleep and live every day, you're gonna be a good whore. You know what I'm saying? What's no such thing as a good whore, so like it. But you're gonna be a bigger whore than your mother was, or your auntie was, or your sister was. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a bigger drug dealer than your father was, because he gonna tell you, man, you can't look, don't put that in there, put this in there. You know what I'm saying? Don't put it on this long. You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be better. So this Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, is way bigger and stronger and powerful than, you know what I'm saying, the Babylon in them days, right? Was you reading anything out?
So we got Psalms 137 today.
Okay, so they saying that we teach a hatred. God don't say that, and when we say, well, God hate, you know what I'm saying? God hate Esau, or you don't know why God hate Esau. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't got nothing to do with you. If my God hated, I hate it. You know what I'm saying? I hate every false way. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and read that out. Bible shot.
Book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
Now, right now, if a pastor reads that in church, the woman with the big hat on might fall out the poop. Might fall out the whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord, what do you say? Dash that little ones. Dash the babies, not the baby.
Baby, sir.
The little baby.
Little ones.
Because they did us like that. Y'all heard of the Trail of Tears? When they was marching the Native Americans from one side of the country always to the other side, and you had women that was pregnant or having babies, and they would cut the baby out the woman's stomach if she ain't walking fast enough. They would take the baby out the woman's arms by the legs and swing it and bash them up against the trees and stones. So come on, run it by me again, Bible shop.
This is the book of Psalms 137, verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be. He taketh and dashes thy little ones on the stones.
Happy shall we be to take and dash their little ones upon the stone. Now, if you don't believe it's talking about the so-called white man, read verse 7 for me, Bible shop.
It's the book of Psalms 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
Okay, so the children of Edom. You know what I'm saying? In the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it. That means to, you know what I'm saying, tear it down, tear it up. You know what I'm saying? Even to the foundation thereof, right? O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Somebody explain it to me. Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as they have served us. Anybody know what that means? What is it saying? You got something?
I mean, we gonna be happy. You know what I mean?
Okay, we're gonna be happy.
Destroyed. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Knowing that the Lord has stepped up and destroyed them for us, we gonna be the ones happy for what, you know what I mean, for what He did to us.
Right. Okay, you're right. But I'm somehow like, it's a happy shall he be that rewarded thee. Like, what is that reward gonna be? Rewarded thee as thou hast served us. What is that reward they talking about? What you got?
Is it saying, read it one more time?
It says, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us.
talking about they should be happy that they serve them.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. It's saying, happy shall he be that that rewarded thee. So I will be happy to reward you. Now you know what I'm saying, that's my brothers, but I'll be happy to reward our enemies as they served us. So your reward is something you get for doing something, right? You know what I'm saying? You might win a game and you get rewarded a prize. So whatever you did, you get rewarded for it, whether it's good or evil in the eyes of the Most High. So the way that they served us, the way that they did us, happy is we gonna be to reward them back for the way they did us. Gonna be happy. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen a grown man do the washing machine? You know, jump in there and spin around? I'll be that happy to pay these Edomites or these other nations back for the way they did us. I'll be that happy. Happy shall you be to reward them the way they did us. Reward them for serving us like that, for treating us like that. We can only imagine what all the things that happen. We know about some of this, some of that, some of this, some of that. We can only imagine what these wicked people have done to our people. We can only imagine it, you know what I'm saying? Putting us in hot boiling pot water, and the water's boiling, they standing there with pitchforks, so you can't get out. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? You in a pot with water, you got the fire under the water, it's hot. And they got the fork, they sticking you, making you stay in the water. Boy, you're alive. You know what I'm saying? I might need counsel for this, but I want to get some of them boys back. You know what I'm saying? I want to get a couple boys back. They might have boiled me before. You know what I'm saying? We don't remember. We're not the our God is the God of the living. He's not the God of the dead. So that means his people come back. He's the God of the living. You know what I'm saying? But revenge is the Most High. So, but I mean, if it's for me to do that, I'll do it. But if not, then so be it.
You want that job, don't you?
Yeah.
You want that
I want
job.
that ball back.
Very want that.
I want that ball back. You know what I'm saying? So happy shall we be to get revenge on our enemies, but only with the Lord, though. Don't do it on your own. Don't see the old white lady and run and kick her ass like a football. Don't do that out. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I have ways a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like one time the Edomite opened the door for me. And I looked at him and said, that's right.
That's right. No.
And you could have, if I took a picture of that dude, you like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's right. Now, all right, say all right. I'm like, yeah, that's right. No, thank you, nothing. Nah. You supposed to open the door for me. You my servant. But we just lost our position. So now we have to bring it back. We have to get back on track. You know what I'm saying? We got to be set. Let's get there. Deuteronomy chapter 24. You know what I'm saying? It's like in chapter 28. Let's get there. We're gonna get this back. Well, go ahead and read the truth when you get it. Say it again.
28
We gonna hit one.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently to the voice of the Lord thy God.
So it's gonna come to pass if we listen. Hearken means listen, because that's the only thing you can do with a voice. Is listen, right? Or hear it, or listen, right? Keep going.
If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So the Lord will set us on high above all nations of the earth if we only keep his commandments, right? But do we keep his commandments? Obviously, we didn't keep the commandments. Obviously. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and read 15 for me, Bible Kashak.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if you don't listen to the Most High, all these curses gonna come upon thee and overtake thee. Now it's a lot of curses come behind this verse. It's a lot of curses, but the one said he'll set us on high above. So you can imagine what these curses gonna be there when you know what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and I don't want to get too far off the subject, but you know what I'm saying. Let's read some of these curses. Let me get that with you right quick. You know what I'm saying. I think we're gonna read. Let's read. Let me see. 32. You know what I'm saying? Come on, wait when you get it.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given into another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all day long, and thou shalt be no might in thy hand.
So happy shall they be to reward them the way that they served us. And it said that thy son and thy daughter shall be given to another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. Right? Anybody seen the movie 12 Years a Slave? If you seen that movie, it was a part where this woman had two children, a son and a daughter. You know what I'm saying? And the man went to sell her. Or, I don't know if he was selling, no, he didn't sell her, he sold the kids. Just like this Bible say. Your son and your daughter shall be given to another people. And, okay, the man that owned them as slaves sold her son and daughter to another slave owner, another Edomite, so-called white man, right? And it says, thine eyes shall look and feel with longer for them all day long. That means the road that they took them down, you're going to be looking down that road hoping they turn around and come back. Day after day, you just hoping to just see your kids. You don't know how they, you know what I'm saying? Can you just imagine how that would feel for somebody to take your children away from you?
That's evil, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But we follow them. You know what I'm saying? We joined ourselves to them. You know what I mean? The Lord gave us laws, statutes, and commandments, and we didn't want to keep them, so we followed them like we doing right now today. You know what I'm saying? In a few weeks, a lot of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, I don't know about the Native Americans. Well, some of them is, because I'm one. You know what I'm saying? They're going to celebrate Thanksgiving out. A big ass feast dedicated to their land getting took and their people dying and put in captivity and put on reservations and all that. How can we celebrate such an evil day? I think hands down Thanksgiving is the worst holiday it is. You know what I'm saying? Hands down, I can't think of no holiday worse than Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? That's when our people did the Trail of Tears. You know what I'm saying? They gave us blankets with smallpox and all kind of and killed us does wrong. And then tell us the Pilgrims and the Indians was cool. They called it Thanksgiving. Got us in school building funny looking turkeys with the colorful. I remember all that. They instilled that in us.
It's still everything's getting cutting off the feathers and all that. Like
Right.
really Indians and pilgrims happy together when they slaughtered all of them.
They slaughtered them.
Even taught us that to not, you know what I mean, that's evil as hell. Slaughter. So you know what I mean?
Con. And that's why I say happy shall he be.
Yeah.
You know why he will be happy?
Right.
Because the oppression will be over with. And we know what oppression is, right? What oppression do? It makes a wise man mad. But you have to be wise to know you even being oppressed. You know what I'm saying? It's people out here that got money and they're still oppressed. LeBron James, he got money. But he's oppressed because his people's oppressed. And you make billions and billions of dollars and you sell it for millions. That's $1 million slave, still a slave. You know what I'm saying? They stood and got recruited just like slaves got sold. Stay on their block. Doctor or whoever they choose to come and fill your arm, fill your neck, they can tell you. Just like they did slave. You know what I'm saying? So happy shall we be, you know what I'm saying, to return what they gave to us. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and drop it and give me Deuteronomy 10. Deuteronomy chapter 10, we're going to start at verse 16. Because we touched on how Christ was. Christ turned over tables. You know what I'm saying? The disciples cut niggas' ears off. You know what I'm saying? Well, they teach us that it's supposed to be all happy and holy and, you know what I'm saying? Shalaki not holy because they don't even know what holy means. I've yet to hear somebody outside the UPK tell me what the word holy actually means. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get it from the UPK. You know what I'm saying? So we know Christ is not no soft person. Soft niggas don't flip tables over and throw niggas out of chairs and
By itself.
you know what I'm saying, by itself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Weak niggas don't hang with niggas that'll cut your ear off
Right.
for grabbing their partner.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Christ wasn't no soft cat. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no soft brother. You know what I'm saying? So let's see where he get it from. Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 10, and we're going to start at 16. Troop, go ahead with it.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 16. Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked.
Hold on. We say the foreskin of your heart. What does that mean? Circumcise the foreskin of your heart. Come on with it.
I would say, like, cut off the bullshit out life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you circumcised, you cut the bullshit off.
Right.
That's not needed. You know, that ain't from the Lord.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You got something?
Your mind.
Your mind's your heart. You know what I'm saying? When the Bible say heart, that's your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said the other day, if you get a heart transplant and they give you a new heart, you're not gonna love the people that the old the hard whatever you ain't gonna love them. You don't even know them people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So circumcising the heart or circumcising your mind is like it's like you said, cutting off the BS, right? But it's also saying to renew yourself. You know what I'm saying? To bethink yourself or to become a new soul. Like the things that you thinking that was off and false and against the Most High, you have to you have to separate yourself from that. You have to cut that off, like your brother said. You know what I'm saying? Cut off the bull S. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to this Most High. You know what I'm saying? So keep going with that, Baba Kashaf.
Verse 17. For the Lord your God is God of gods and Lord of lords, a great God, a mighty, a terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh reward.
Now, if we say, hold on, read that again. Read that again.
Verse 17. For the Lord your God is God of gods.
Okay, what does that mean? The Lord your God is God of gods. Go ahead.
He's saying that he's the Almighty God of all the gods that you think.
Okay, that's good. But what does the word God mean? What is some antonyms for the word God? It's like a synonym. What is power? You got one?
Almighty.
I'm talking about just the word God.
Just God.
Because we like it say in Psalms 83 that we are God. You know what I'm saying? 83, I think, 81, 83. But what does that mean though? What does that word mean? You said power. What else?
Ruler.
Who?
When I say the ruler, like
The ruler?
Yeah.
Okay, you can say that, yeah. So God can mean four different things. It's power, authority, messenger. You know what I'm saying? Or like you said, like the ruler, or just the head person. But this God, our God, said He is the God of gods. You know what I'm saying? So let's change this word God to power. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, our power is the power of powers. You know what I'm saying? That means that you don't have no power unless you get it from the most high power. That's where all the power comes from. That's why Christ said, you know what I'm saying, I do things for my Father. Christ wouldn't even let the brother say he's a good master. Christ like, nah, ain't nobody good with the most high. You know what I'm saying? That's where I get my power from, right? You know what I'm saying? Well, this is his power that I'm using. You know what I'm saying? So it said he's the God of gods. Keep going.
He do execute judgment of the fatherless
So
and widow.
like, go back to 17.
Book of Deuteronomy 10, verse 17. For the Lord your God is a God of gods, and the Lord of lords, a great God, a mighty and a terrible.
And a what?
A mighty and a terrible.
A terrible. I never heard a Christian say the Lord was Most High God was a terrible.
Right. They don't want to hear me.
Terrible. I don't know about them, but I the Most High scared the hell out of me. I'm afraid of the Most High. For real. I could be reading and all of a sudden it lightning, it'll scare the hell out of me. I don't know why. It lightning, it thundered one time I was reading. Oh God. I'm like, I ain't never been
Terrible.
It was terrible. Man, I didn't understand what that's my it scared me. I fear the Lord. Fearing the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. When you learn how to fear the Lord, you become smarter. Because you will know if you fear the Lord, you will obey him. Because if you fear your father that's in the house, you know what I'm saying? If you fear him, he can tell you to go outside and paint the house. Then you go take your ass outside and paint the house. If you got to dip a t-shirt in the paint and paint it with the t-shirt, you're going to go paint the house out. Because you don't know what he might do to you. He got the big arms and he whoop your ass for a long time. You don't know, I already understand. You gotta please don't hit me no more, Dad. You know what I'm saying? Ah, it's your ass again anyway, because you gotta have that fear. They don't have the fear of the Most High. Like Captain was bringing out the other day, they don't know that when people die, it's because of sin. You know what I'm saying? They don't blame sin for it.
Right. Nothing to be scared of.
They don't say this brother died of a drug overdose because he was sinning. They don't say that. They'll say they probably gave him the wrong pill, or he probably, you know what I'm saying?
He lost his addiction. He lost his battle.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't never say he was a pimp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't say he was teaching our people the wrong way. He was leading our people down the wrong path, so the Lord took him away. You know what I'm saying? That just made me think of something. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 13. And start at 1 when you get there.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or wonder come to pass, whereof he spoken to thee, saying, let us go after other gods.
So if a prophet come or a dreamer of dreams, now when I thought of prophet and a dreamer of dreams, I thought of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought of. You know what I'm saying? But let's not put that on them. But they did that. They had us to go after other gods. But we're not gonna say that that's what he's talking about. We're just gonna say period. Anybody that does that, anybody that try to encourage us to go and follow other gods. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams. For the Lord your God proveth you to know whether you love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul.
Okay, so how you know you love God with all your heart and all your soul? Come on, young man. By keeping the law, statutes, and commandments.
Because he first loved
Because he first loved
me.
you. Now, how do you show him that you love him back?
Following his law, statutes, and
No
commandments.
sign quiet. Come on with it. Come on with this.
Ye shall walk after the Lord your God and fear him and keep his commandments and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him and cleave unto him.
Keep going.
And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death.
They're going to die of old age.
They shall be put to death.
They're going to be in a car accident and die by mistake.
They shall be put to death.
They're going to get choked off a piece of Thanksgiving turkey and die.
Now he shall be put to death.
Put to death means somebody kills you. Put to death. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to be put nowhere. Damn sure not to death. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying? They shall be put to death. So if this was going on back then, what you think happened to them now? They're being put to death. And nobody blamed to say that that brother was wicked as hell. He dead. That's why he died, Shalaki. No, the wicked brothers and sisters die, they get wings on front of t-shirts. They got wings on front of the t-shirts. Nigga done got wings. All this you done did out here, and they got the, like he an angel now. I never seen nobody die that was wicked, and they somebody that messed with him or knew him say, "Oh, he nigga going straight to hell." Never heard that. Nah, that wicked ass nigga gone to hell this time. You don't never heard that out. Everybody gets wings. Everybody get wings. Where the hell are they gonna fly to out? Where are they flying to out? Where they going? I never, I'm like, I ain't gonna keep going to that, but I never heard him say this nigga is gone. Good.
Need to be.
Now maybe our children will
Right.
stop powder now because they can't buy it from them.
Right.
Maybe our children will stop popping mollies and getting wet, as the captain say. Maybe they will stop because they can't find the molly. The nigga that had the molly, the witch, had to be put to death because the Bible said it. Right? They will be put to death. You know what I'm saying? So we finna let me see what we got going on. Okay, let me get maybe one or two more scriptures. Let's get Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3. For the people that say we teaching hate and we supposed to be all about love. God is all love. God is a forgiving God. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what kind of God we have. What kind of high power, what kind of most high God that we have. The power of all powers. You know what I'm saying? You got the Exodus 15:3? Go ahead and read it, young man.
Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. Yahweh is a man of war.
Is a who?
Man of war.
Nah, they said God was all love.
He's a man of war.
He's a man of war. So if the Lord is a man of war and he is our father, and like we talked about earlier, how the drug dealer, there will be a father that will teach his son how to be a bigger drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Just like our Lord is a man of war, we will be taught to you know what I'm saying, to be in warfare. We'll be taught like that. You know what I'm saying? This is our father. Our father is a man of war. Why would I be soft? You know what I'm saying? Why would I not be a man of war? I'm sitting here right now with spikes on my arm. And they like, oh, yeah, they really would hurt. It's wartime. You know what I'm saying? I'm at war. We've been in war for over 500 years. 400, 500. It's been long enough. We're at war right now as we speak. Spiritual and physical warfare. And our Father is a man of war. So all we have to do is follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, and we can win this war. You know what I'm saying? Because we have a Father that's over all and tell us what we should do and what we shouldn't do. How we should deal with each other and how we shouldn't deal with others. You know what I'm saying? This is our Father. You know what I'm saying? This man determines if you wake up in the morning or you even be able to, you know what I'm saying, go to sleep or make it home or anything. You know what I'm saying? Our Father determines that. You know what I'm saying? So we have to obey our Father in order to, you know what I'm saying, win this war that we're in. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a war that men don't even know that we're in this war. Our people don't even know that this is a war. They think it's just a coincidence that niggas is lazy. Niggas in the ghetto because they lazy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas in the crack house because they just like crack. You know what I'm saying? I remember when New Orleans had the flood, they said the people didn't want to leave New Orleans because they didn't want to leave their drug dealers. I remember them saying that. They got men in the jail cells floating, dead in the jail cells, and drowned. You know what I'm saying? All kind of madness and evil going on. The Lord did that out. You know what I'm saying? Think about these young rappers that's dying. You know what I'm saying? You promoting too much out. You know what I'm saying? They rapping about killing people, and they rapping about the people that they killed, and it's spread. Now you got niggas in Memphis talking about they smoking on a brother that they didn't kill. You know what I'm saying? It's spreading. The Lord don't want that out. He would die out. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this one last verse, and you know what I'm saying? We probably gonna go on in the class. Give me Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 13. Bible shot.
Come across.
Go ahead and read it when you get it.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let us hear what?
The conclusion of the whole matter.
What is the conclusion of the whole matter? What does that mean? Anybody? What you got? What you got, Sue?
The final say. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. What you got? It's close. What you got?
Let us hear everything.
Huh?
Is it everything?
It's everything. Well, explain what you mean by that.
It's not, I say,
Let us hear the conclusion of this whole matter.
the most important thing. What is that?
Okay. So we'll say what it all boils down to. This is what it all boils down to. This is what all this is written for. This is what this class is for. This is what the UPK is for. You know what I'm saying? This is why Christ died. What is the conclusion of the whole matter? Go ahead and read it out.
Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments.
This is the conclusion of the whole matter, is to do what?
Fear Yahweh
Fear God
and keep his commandments.
and keep his commandments. Why do we have to do that? Keep reading.
For this is the whole duty of man.
It's the whole duty of who?
Of man.
That means male and female. The Bible speaks masculine. You know what I'm saying? But just know the women are in there too. So he said, that's the duty of man. I ain't no man. You are a woman. You got man in there. You know what I'm saying? You got a little prefix on it, you know what I'm saying? The whole duty is to do what? Come on with it again.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
Keep going.
For this is the whole duty of man.
So this is the whole duty of man, is to fear God and keep his commandments. So what if you don't fear God and you're not keeping his commandments? What does that mean?
You will surely die.
You will surely die. What else does that mean? Anybody else? What that mean?
Is he not doing the duty of God?
You're not doing the duty. What you got?
So you will be put to death.
You'll be put to death if you don't fear God, keep his commandments.
Murder.
What I see it saying is, if you don't fear God and keep his commandments, and this is the whole duty of man, that means you're not a man.
That's right, sir. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not being a man. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Fear God and keep his commandments is the whole duty of man, woman. Okay, go ahead and read 14.
Verse 14. For God shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Okay, so the Most High is going to bring every work into judgment. That means whatever you do, you're going to be judged for it, whether it's good or bad. You will be judged for it, you know what I'm saying? With every secret thing, that means the thing that she did and when nobody around, you know what I'm saying? Did nobody see you. I didn't get caught. You know what I'm saying? You will get judged for that too. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be good or whether it be evil. You know what I'm saying? So the conclusion of the whole matter, this whole class, the whole everything, is to fear God and keep his commandments. You know what I'm saying? And with that, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna end the class. You know what I'm saying?